Hello everyone, I'm Courtney. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad to be here. This is video number 4 of a 5-part series video in regards to success. This video today has to do with words. And I would like to know if you are using your words properly, because words create your future success. They set in motion your life or sometimes death. Now, words are a force, a very powerful force, and they go out and they can bring forth a world of abundance or a world of destruction. A particular verse comes to my mind, and I'd like to share it with you in regards to this topic of words. And it goes something like this. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. If you don't believe that, go to your history books and read about the world wars that have taken place on the face of this planet. Simply because people could not get into agreement, and they said, we're going to war. Or people that could get in agreement came into peace talks, sitting down at the table and talking things out, and said, we've come to an agreement. We're going to have peace. Basically, the same thing applies in mine and your life. Our words are very, very heavy containers that go forth, and they will bring to you life or death. So it's very important that you pay attention to your mindset and what you say, because you can live in abundance or you can live in lack. Because you know what? You will have what you say. There is a miracle in your mouth, but you've got to know how to keep that mindset going. Now, when I first discovered this and learned about this, it was eye-opening to me. Because a lot of people just talk about whatever drops in their brain, and they just go blabbing away. Blab, 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 blab. They have no clue of what they're saying. They have no clue of what they're putting into motion. So I am very intentional. My family would probably say I'm very anal about this, because you can have what you say, and what I want to say and put out there for myself is abundance and healing and all sorts of good things. And I'm sure you do too. So either wrong words or right words, they'll destroy or build up. They'll either bring accomplishments or destruction. They'll either they'll either tear you down or they'll build you up. So what you need to focus on is how you can use your words for tools that you can it's just like using a hammer, a pair of pliers, or screwdriver, or anything else. Those are tools that you take and use maybe for some kind of project that you're working on. Words are the same thing. What kind of project are you working on for your future success? What are you setting into motion that you want to take place in your life? You need to know how to use the proper tools. And one of the tools you need to learn how to do is right words coming out of your mouth. Right words going in your ear, going down into your spirit, coming out of your mouth, so that you have abundance coming to you. They were given to us from the time we started talking, in our spirit, actually. we have been given these tools to use to bring about either abundance or destruction. And so it would behoove anyone. And if you listen to anyone that is successful or has success for any length of time, you will find this out. You listen to them and you pay attention to what they say and how they say it, and you will get a clue on how just very important words are. I don't talk lack. I do not talk shortage. I do not talk setbacks. I do not talk illness. I do not talk any of that because I don't want any of that taking place in my life. I talk abundance. I talk goodness and kindness. And that's what I want taking place in my life. Have I always been that way? No. But I found one of the secrets to success, and that's having right words coming out of your mouth. So, we are a triune being. We have a body, we are a spirit, and we have a soul, which consists of our mind, our will, and our emotion. Now, our spirit responds to words. Our body responds to sounds. And our emotion, which is part of the soul part, responds to feelings. We're talking about words. Keep right words coming out of your mouth and you will get your right results. It's really just that simple. Talk about your expectations. Don't talk about your bad experiences. Well, Deborah, I've had bad experiences. Hey, everybody at some point in time, if you have breathed any amount of time on the face of this earth, have experienced bad experiences. Okay. So you've experienced bad experiences. But talk about your expectations. What are you expecting? Now, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're expecting something bad to take place. Not me. I'm expecting something good to take place in my life. So that's what I talk. And you have to get used to this. It's not something that's just going to fall in your lap out of the sky. It don't work that way. Don't look for it because it's not going to work that way. You have to intentionally set your mind to the fact that you are going to be this way. The whole world is in a negative flow. I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but this whole world talks negative. The news people, the media, if it bleeds, it leads. That's the first thing out of their mouth when they start a newscast is how bad something has happened, how bad this is, how bad that is. And that's what they love. They love to feed on that. And I wish they didn't. They may give, I have seen where, and you probably have too, at the end of a newscast, where they may give somebody 30 seconds that did a goodwill deed. But the majority of the time, they're talking death and destruction and disease. It's like, is that all you got? Really? So, talk about your expectation, what you're expecting to happen in your life, the great things that you've got planned for your life. Talk about your future and not your failures. We've all got failures. But don't nobody really give a flip about your failures. And they don't really care about your bad experiences either. I found that out. And you hang around long enough, you find it out too. Help others. Help others do the same. Be an influencer of conversations that build up people. Every time when I see somebody, I'll say, well, if it's someone I know and I've seen them, multiple times, either at the theater or at the gym, shopping or wherever, I'll say, well, hello there, pretty girl. How you doing, pretty girl? Hadn't seen you in a long time, pretty girl. I like that. And you know what that basically does? You try it. It'll put a smile on their face. And it does. And I have made them, I like putting a smile on somebody's face. Anybody's face. And I've done that with people I haven't really know either. But yeah, I like that. It works for me. Your legacy is every life you touch, in case you don't know it. Yeah. So, if you're not where you if you're not where you want to be, you can say this. You can say, you know what? I'm not where I want to be, but at least I'm not where I used to be. So you're on your journey. You're doing what your journey is. And if you're not arrived at where you want to be successfully, the success you have, say, hey, you know what? I'm not where I want to be, but hey, not where I used to be. You're making progress. You can word things like that. Sometimes you have to go out and find phrases, and you have to remember them and say, I had to do that with that phrase I just gave you. So